What's going on, everyone? This is Dom, and today we're talking about my experience with the iPhone 11 for about a week. So let's get started. So I've obviously been using both the iPhone 11 Pro Max and the 11 kind of interchangeably for the last week, and the differences between the two are very minimal if you can get past a couple of things. Now, if you want to check out my iPhone 11 Pro Max review, I'll definitely link that in the description below for you, but with the iPhone 11, I mean, everybody's like, oh, this is the phone you should buy. This is the phone you should buy. Honestly, I mean, the 11 Pro Max or the 11 Pro is pretty good as well, but I don't think you're making too many compromises with just the iPhone 11. So it's good to think of this as like the iPhone XR 2.0, essentially, because that's pretty much what it is. So we do have a few changes happening here though. Obviously you can see that we have different colors. They're like more of a pastel looking type of thing, but the camera module on the back, the whole section up here in the corner, is quite different. So with the camera performance, you can expect the same thing that you can get on the iPhone 11 Pro. Personally, I favor an ultra wide lens over a telephoto lens any day of the week because it's rare that I will take telephoto pictures versus ultra wide if I had the choice anyway. Now my only gripe with this whole thing is the back just looks a little bit unbalanced because there's a square and then, you know, we have the two lenses. It would have been better if they went kind of iPhone 10 or 10s status with just the circle around, you know, the outside of the camera lenses, like the oval shape or whatever. I don't know, that's just a personal preference though. I'm not gonna knock the design on the back too hard. It is a little bit unbalanced when compared to the iPhone 11 Pro, but you know, it is what it is. So around the front here is where you will make some other compromises when it comes to the iPhone 11 versus the 11 Pro. So we have a 6.1 inch display. It's an LCD display with a resolution of 1792 by 828. It's got 625 nits of max brightness. Now that's not gonna be a big deal for most people. It still looks fine outside. Don't worry about that. And of course, just like the 11 Pro, we have haptic touch here, so there's no 3D touch. That's gone across the board in case you were unaware. Of course, we do have all the other goodies here. There's IP68 dust and water resistance rating. We have the A13 Bionic chip. And I mean, really, this is a great all-around phone. Real quick though, I wanna give a huge shout out to this video sponsor, Ghost Tech. And if you're looking for a case for your iPhone 11, 11 Pro, or 11 Pro Max, Ghost Tech has you covered. One of my personal favorites is the Exec case, and I have it here on my iPhone 11, and it's cool because it has a built-in wallet that holds up to 4 cards and actually slides off the phone, so you can detach it if you'd like. Now, they're actually planning on making some other pretty cool attachments for this case, so be sure to check it out using the link below. We also do have the Atomic Slim, and this case is pretty cool because, well, it's got a multi-layer design, which is actually very effective against drops. Up to 12 feet, and it's pretty rugged and durable, and it even has a clear back, so, you know, you can see the color of the iPhone that you got. It also has a metal frame, and I think the design here all around is pretty sleek. They do also have the cloak and the covert case, and I mean, all of their case options are pretty nice and pretty affordable if you're looking for rugged protection. But again, I'll be sure to leave links below to all the cases I have mentioned for every model of the new iPhone, so be sure to check those out and let me know what you think in the comment section. Now, as I mentioned, the camera here is just as good as on the more expensive phones, and I will definitely link a gallery below if you want to check out full resolution photos that I've taken on this guy. But I think that it's great all around. I mean, we have dual 12 megapixel sensors here at the top. Like I said, one of them is an ultra wide angle lens, which I think just makes all the difference for a ton of different kinds of photography. But seriously though, that ultra wide angle lens, did I mention I like the ultra wide angle lens? It's awesome. I mean, I have this like a foot and a half away from my face, and you can see the entire background. Like, how can you go wrong? And just in case you were curious to see how that translates outside of a corner of a room, I mean, this thing is very wide. You can see all the trash on my desk and stuff like that. There's a lot of stuff going on here. Don't mind that. This is awesome. And on top of all that, the rear camera and front-facing camera are also capable of 4K video as well. And if you want to check out my real world camera review, I will definitely link that below in the description for you. But I think that the real stars of the show here are going to be the battery life, because it's freaking amazing, and the price point. So in terms of battery life for the iPhone 11, I've definitely seen over 7 hours of screen on time just in my brief testing with it. It's definitely been phenomenal in that department, in my opinion anyway. And on top of that, like I said, the $699 price point, this is kind of a no-brainer pickup for anybody that's coming from an older iPhone. It's gonna be, like I said, a tough decision if you're coming from a XR, because really, there's not a huge difference between the two. I mean, the screen protectors fit the phone between the XR and the 11. So like I said, this is the XR 2.0. Maybe it's considered maybe an S upgrade if you want to call it the XRS. I don't know. But one of the unfortunate things about the 11 Pro is it is capable of fast charging, but you still get the same janky old 5-watt charger in the box, and it is what it is. If you want to buy the fast charger, you can. Most people plug their phones in when they go to sleep, and fast charging doesn't matter at that point. And with the battery life on this thing, I don't think that the fast charging, or the lack thereof, a cable and a charger brick to do the fast charging with, is that big of a deal. But let me know if you think differently. The real story about this whole thing with the iPhone 11 is how much cheaper it is than the 11 Pro. So you're saving $300 by getting this over the Pro, and I don't think that the features you're missing on the 11 versus the Pro are worth $300. So that's obviously a subjective statement. I want to know your thoughts on that in the comments section below. But for $699 versus the $999 11 Pro, man, I mean, all day long. Now, some would argue that the main difference is, maybe the materials that you're getting with the iPhone 11. We have aluminum for the frame. We have a glossy back. I mean, but to be honest, like, is that really something to complain about? Sure, I guess aluminum may be less durable than steel, but I don't think that at the price point, it's really worth arguing about. And to be honest, I think that there are only 2 iPhones you should really be considering this year, unless you need the best of the best or a certain color or whatever. We have the iPhone 11 and the iPhone 11 Pro Max. Now, most of my experience here is kind of an offshoot of my experience with the iPhone 11 Pro Max, because like I said, there's not too much of a difference between the two when it comes to performance, when it comes to battery life, when it comes to the cameras. It's really hard not to recommend the iPhone 11 in many ways. But I wanted to try to keep this kind of short and simple for you. I think it's a great phone, but I want to know your thoughts in the comments section below. Definitely be sure to leave this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and if you're new around here, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you can be notified when new videos like this drop in the near future. I appreciate all the support, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. This is Dom, and I will catch you in the next video.